back to Farming Simulator 22. We're back here on No Man's Land with Grober Games. The last time we ended up spending most of our day getting our digestate hauled, and we got most of our cornfields worked today. We're gonna head on down to the yard. We gotta get started and get going. We just have one more cornfield we gotta work that's gonna be corn this year. So we're gonna start on that, and then we're gonna go outline our few bean fields that we have, and we're gonna let a helper take over after we get done outlining those. So we got the helper hooked up to the planter already, and we're gonna get started here, getting the last corn field that's gonna be corn this year worked up. And like I said, we got two other fields that we're planning to put beans in this year. The biggest field we got, and then another smaller field. We got our work kind of cut out for us today. I mean, it doesn't matter. I guess it doesn't really matter too much if we get our bean fields worked today. It's more or less that we can kind of make sure we get this last cornfield worked up here. And I was thinking, like I said last episode, I have seller's remorse already for selling that case off. I haven't looked at what we're going to replace it with, because in the long run we will need to get another tractor here. Unfortunately, I shouldn't have sold it off in such a hurry and prep for getting our precision set up on our one new main tractor that's going to be helping us out here. But we haven't even got that tractor bought yet, and that tractor's going to run us probably about 125-ish, I think, when we get all our GPS and all our other needs we need on it to get everything working like it should. Oh. So, going right up here. So I was thinking that we might not be able to get our applicator that we were looking at this year. We might just invest into the crop sensor, and we can always install the GPS later on the premium if we need to, when we need it. But I'm not sure. Like right now we're fine yet. But next month when our corn starts popping up in rows, we're gonna have to get out there and get our Roundup nitrogen applied to it, so that way we can keep helping them get their growth, out here. So I'm trying to figure out what's going to be the best route, and we could go out there and apply nitrogen with our sprayer instead of doing the direct applicator that I was originally planning on doing. And then the GPS is going to cost us around, to get the receiver on the tractor and the GPS itself, around 30 grand for the in-game money. So we got quite a bit of money to invest into it yet. And like I said, I really shouldn't have sold our 5288. I should have held on to it, because we are gonna need it in the long run of things. We were really gonna need it, especially when we start upgrading to a bigger planter. So, but we're gonna look at other options. We'll replace the 5288 with another case. I don't think it'll be a much newer one. We might go with the 1086 or something similar to that size, the 86 series, because that wouldn't be too bad of a planting tractor. And then we could use it for other tasks around the yard, obviously. But right now we'll just have to stick with the white for our main workhorse around the yard right now. But I think that's going to be the plan going forward. As of right now, I think usually next month is usually when our beans and plank prices get up there. So maybe we will be able to get our get the setup we want here. I have to double check here. Beans are at 1,500 per 1,000. Gosh, this hill is really killer on the tractor. I didn't think it would be, especially with the smaller cultivator we got. So let's go back. And I think our planks were finally starting to go up too. So we got 2,200 per 1,000 liters. So looks like June, July is when they start hitting their peak stride, so to speak. So if we get, so maybe this month we will focus more on getting. We'll make sure to get all our fields tilled this month for sure, and we'll get our corn planted as well. That way, when next month rolls around, we should be able to. I think if we sold all our planks we have left, I think we should be able to have more than enough money to pick up the 7,000 premium with all the sensors we want, but we might not be able to buy the applicator bar that we were looking at. So I think that's what we're going to plan on doing right now. And then later on in this year, we will make it a goal to pick up another tractor. I didn't think we would need 5 tractors, but with our setup here, it turns out we kind of do. Excuse me. Head on out back here and get the outside passes done on the big field, and then we'll let a helper take over. Yeah, I think that's what we'll do. And we'll have to we have quite a bit of corn planting ahead of us today. Never really understood. Get our plowed field here cultivated so that way we got a nice field to plant into here. But this is another thing I know I discussed a little while back, but we're gonna start kind of doing tillage of how it should be done in reality. Get a nice seed bed prepared for everything's here. So we're gonna work all this plowed ground we had from last season for our corn here. Gosh, this tractor's really struggling pulling around the hill. I don't know if it's the cultivator mod or if it's actually the tractor. I want to say it's a little bit of the cultivator mod, because I know the 5288 really struggled the whole time pulling this thing around. But it's still a really nice cultivator mod, nevertheless. But I think we'll jump into time lapse here. I think last episode I took up enough of everybody's time, but we're gonna make our 2 passes around the field here, and then we're gonna let a helper take over, and then we're gonna get to work at getting all our cornfields planted in. So we'll see you guys in a bit. Alright everyone, this is where we're going to start wrapping up the episode for today. We got all our corn in today, which is some good news for us. I'm just taking some time to feed the cattle here, drop off some hay. I think they should be good for a while. We'll bring them in another set of bales. So what I'm planning to do here between episodes is, since the plank prices were climbing this morning, I'm pretty sure they still are. Yeah, they're still working towards the better end of the pricing. I think we're gonna take in at least one load of planks, so I'm getting ready to load the Oliver up and haul it back to the sawmill, so that way we can get one load of planks ready to sell right away the next morning. And then that way we can finally pick up our 7,000 premium tractor. And we might be able to get enough money scrounged away to the point where we can get the crop sensor to go with that as well. And then this season we'll just plan on using the little sprayer to get our nitrogen applied with that. And then we'll have our spraying tractor. We'll have a spraying tractor as well, since we got rid of our other one. Excuse me. But that's the plan as of right now, because we still need to save enough money this season, so that way we can put up our dairy yet and buy some cattle. So that's still going to be the primary goal. I would like to get a lot more of the precision stuff that I wanted this year, but that'll probably be something we'll have to hold off until next year, unfortunately for us. But we are going to get the dairy this year. I am not putting that on the back burner, and we'll be able to invest slowly into our getting our one tractor precision decked out. Like I said, we'll hold off on getting the GPS stuff for it. We'll just get the regular crop sensor and everything else that we need to make it work for this season, to hopefully get everything the way we want it, so to speak. About to bring the truck home as well. And I also noticed that I might have a little bit overdid it with seed this year. I could have sworn last year we went through that much seed, but probably doesn't help that I just been pulling up to the trailer and just taking from every which bag. So let's see here. Yeah, that bag's almost empty, so we'll get this turned around and we'll head back home and get these unloaded and get the Oliver loaded, and we'll head back to the sawmill in between episodes to get it loaded up and get it ready to go. Get it ready to go for the next episode tomorrow morning for the next episode. But we're just gonna unload. And what I think we'll do is we'll keep the more emptier sacks on the truck. So we'll still need to keep seed readily available. It's the next smallest. There we go. And then we'll grab the 678 liters. And we'll just leave these on the bed of the truck for now. The rest of these we'll just set off to the side here. Doesn't look like it's supposed to rain for the next few days, so we should be fine just leaving them in the grass here for now until we're ready to put stuff away. But yeah, that's going to be the plan going forward. I decided not quite like I wanted to plan, but it just kind of how it happened for us. But if you guys enjoyed the episode today, please give it a thumbs up. It really helps out the channel. If you're enjoying the content, please subscribe so you can stay up to date to the latest series. Above all else, I hope you all have a wonderful rest of the day. And most of all, thanks for watching.